Morning. Croaky, but awake and here, checking on my babies. Poor success in germination, so I'm going to complain to the seed seller because I've only got 1, 2, 3, and the fourth one is there, 4 peas that germinated out of 35, so it's not worth the money. Here we have our dwarf beans, both lots germinated. This is a cobra and they germinated as well, and they're hiding some weeds which need to be pulled out. The red cabbages had a great germination. Okra continues to grow and look gorgeous. This tomato plant, Volunteer, has finally grown and set some fruit. So we're doing well here. This sweet potato, which wants to leave, continues to live. See? So I just leave it. I thought these were spring onions, but they're bulbing up, which makes me wonder whether they were red onions, because they're not doing what they're supposed to do. These ones look more like spring onions. Maybe I've left them too late. Last thing I did when I got home yesterday was to have a sneak peek at everything to see how it's doing. Now the weather hasn't been brilliant for it. The oldest tomato plant continues to set fruit, followed by, this is the tomato plum. It's supposed to be the tomato plum, but this doesn't look like a plum tomato. Looks like a normal tomato. Maybe this is the tomato plum, but it doesn't either, because look, it has got a lot of fruit in it. This is the biggest truss ever. Look at it. And then the one in the back has also set fruit. So what we need to do is, when we come back, is make sure that we prune any leaves to give it space to do what it needs to do. This one here, which is the money maker, has set fruit as well, and it's so heavy it's leaning into this. There we go. Oh, sorry, let me just let go and show you properly. There we are. And this is the Alicante next to it. These had a huge disaster happen with them. They kept falling over in the wind. Now it looks like the tomatoes are so big they might fall over because of the size of the tomatoes. French beans galore. So I'll be harvesting these. This one has been eaten because it broke, so I can put it on the ground to be eaten more. I need to harvest these to make sure that the plant keeps flowering, because I've got the purple, the French beans there, and then I've also got the green ones, which are in here somewhere. Light green, yellow type ones there, and I've seen them all over. You see these ones like this, so I've got those to go. Any of you who've never seen one, this is a white strawberry plant. So when it's white and the little seed bits are red, that's when you know that it's ripe. So I bought this hoping that it will generate new plants, and over time I'll end up with enough white strawberry to make it worth my while. This one is Cobra Montana, and this Montana has a weed in it which needs to be eliminated. There we go. Pumpkins are doing lovely in there. This almost died. These brassicas are really tough creatures. That almost died. I put it in there and it's growing again. Purple basil, not so purple anymore when it grows bigger. It remains purple when it's tiny like this. Swiss chard, thriving in its new home. And look, one of my other tomato plants This is going to be the first taste. Let me try one of this plant, which is a mystery because we do not know what make it is. Yes. Fleshy, juicy, yummy. Raspberries. Waiting for harvest. Outside peppers starting to ripen. More strawberries being made on this plant. Beetroot recovering from beet leaf minor. I realized that I got disease in the pots where I didn't put other plants in. I just left the one plant and it seems not to be good. Before I left, I set this celery in here to accompany the Swiss chard, which was, I shouldn't have broken that off if I'm not going to do anything with it because it's edible. Oh wow, it can feed the soil. So this was a branch that broke off another plant, tomato plant, and I'm trying to see whether or not it will survive and grow. This tomato plant here has loads and loads of fruit on it. I haven't actually pruned any of the leaves. I mean, look at this. There. So it has loads of fruit, and there seems to be a lot of volunteer tomato plants in there, which I never put in. Well, I'll leave them to do what they please. If they want to grow, they can grow. Carrots. I think these will be ready soon. Aubergine. Look at that size. I know it had 2 plants in it. Here's the other one. And these carrots. Leaves are being eaten, so I'll harvest the rest of it today. And I'm sure it's being eaten by slugs that are climbing onto the aubergine and hanging on there to eat them. So I'll take the rest of these today and put more in. This tomato plant seems to be flowering now as well. Let's have a look at the other. Oh, it has its fruit. I hadn't looked at you, had I? That's ignoring your gorgeousness. But look, we have a mini fruit here. Isn't that lovely? Oh, spiky. Jesus, I always find them somehow. Oh, done, well done. Hey, you're doing well. Sunflower has opened its other flowers after the top one died. So it's doing lovely as well. This is like cool. This tomato plant is just, it needs a bit of pruning. So today I'll prune it. The lower leaves will come off so that the carrots can have space. Yes, you need space. And look at this. It's so well hidden. It hasn't even been disturbed really by the, what's it called? Cabbage white butterfly. I'm just going to take these off. These 2 off that are hanging out. Can go into my pot feeding. And look, I should have left the other onions in here, the ones I moved, because the ones I left are doing really, really well. Look at them. Aren't they gorgeous? And even behind here, oh wow, behind the celery. Oh, that's such a lovely, beautiful looking bed. I missed all this. Even when I see it every day, I don't get tired of it. But this is what you have to do every day. It's a plant survey. Okay, hopefully we'll have some fruit from you guys here, because this was a volunteer plant as well. And one of them I just pushed in the ground. I think this one I just pushed in the ground, and that one broke off, and so I pushed it into the ground here, and it's doing fine, but it needs pruning. Oh, look at this. Isn't that gorgeous? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderfulness. I'm sure this is sprouting broccoli, which, taking off another bottom leaf, which is being demolished. But it was supposed to die, but it hasn't. Instead, what's that there? Oh, that's a pepper flower. Yeah, so what I do is just put these in here and they rot down and become part of the soil again, and feed this pot here. Oh, look at this size of this Zebrun shallots. That's what they were, and it's not started bending over, so it's still doing its growing. So I will leave it. I better have my coffee because I've got an early morning shift. Look at that. That's going to produce a whole lot of tomatoes. And underneath it we have Swiss chard, another one. I didn't plant that one, self-seeded. Everything looks so lovely. I don't even know where to start. The strawberries, these ones are at an end in terms of producing. This was their first year though, so I didn't expect much. It's their first year. They grew and got transplanted. So yeah, a couple more okra here that are not as big and glorious as the one in the back. This is an aubergine plant which has a lot of flowers but has not yet set any fruit, so we'll have to wait and see. And another one here. I don't know whether it's because they're hidden. But Stella hasn't got space for everything. Oh, yuck! How dare you! Look at this. This is the second time I've seen this. Do you seriously consider that a clever move on your part? To show yourself like that when... Oh, look at that strawberry. When the owner is around. Right, let's find something to shift you with, because you are not staying on my plan. I don't like slugs. Yeah. Oh yeah, I forgot to show you this. I just harvested some of these sprouting broccoli. Got a few plants here and they're all starting to flower. Right, let's get you off. I don't know what you thought you were doing. Huh? What were you doing? Go away. Go. Anyway, hopefully that's far enough away. I don't like touching them like some people do. Look at what it's done. It's eaten that whole leaf. Hey, you thought that was breakfast. You thought that was breakfast, didn't you? Anyway, what I'll do is this. I'll cover it with that. I really don't like slugs. Snails are not as bad as slugs. Can't wait for this one to ripen. There you can see its gloriousness.